Okay boys, so I already started loosening up everything in the engine bay. On the video where I showed you what the cars are and stuff like that, most of the stuff has been stripped out already. So I did take out the radiator already. I loosened everything up, no pipes, everything, the fuel lines are off, clutch cable, linkage system, everything is out. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to push the car to the back and we're going to undo the side shafts on the car. When the side shafts is done, we can hook up the engine crane and we can start unbolting the the engine mounts, and then we can take the motor out. I'm just going to drop the motor there in that spot for time being. I'll move it a bit later. Then as soon as the motor is out, we can take off the engine mounts, we can build it over to the 61.6, the 1600 carb motor, and then from there we can hopefully in this video, well, not hopefully in this video, we're going to be able to drop in the 1600 motor. Not sure of a startup yet. I did adjust the carb and it was a mess up, so I need to get someone to come and adjust the carb for me, but that's what we're going to do. That's the plan for today. We're going to see, or that's the plan for this video. I'm not sure if it's going to be finished today, but the plan for this video is take out the ABF motor, put the 1600 back in, and see how far we can get on assembling everything back to where it's supposed to be. The other thing is on the wiring side, I still need to remove the management system that was in the Golf for the ABF motor. So all that still needs to get removed. So I'm not sure if you guys want to see it, but I'll put some quick small time lapses of it. Okay boys, so while I'm laying on the ground here, I have to say the guy that built this car actually, you can see he did put some effort in it. I'm not sure, maybe interest was lost over a few years and whatever the case may be, and then it went sideways from there, but he's got a nice proper strong back engine mount that bolts onto the gearbox, and you can see the side shafts are painted red, and the bar on the bottom of the car has actually been painted red at this stage. So he did really put some effort in it. Unfortunately, like I said, if you lose interest in your projects, then it goes sideways from there. So this passenger side shaft is loose. Managed to loosen both the side shafts and the back bolt on the gearbox mount, as you guys saw just now. So now we're gonna probably lower the car back down and get the crane ready so we can get the other 3 engine mounts removed, and then the motor should come out hopefully without any hassles. Let's hope. You guys can see Golf motor is out, empty engine bay. Just turn the camera around. So yeah, it's quite a mess in here. The gearbox, plug them off, and mess gearbox were everywhere. So I have to clean that up. My tools laying everywhere, cabling everywhere, everything's everywhere. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do now is, before I put the 16 on the back, I'm gonna clean out everything. This cable mess here, everything here. I'm gonna make harnesses for it, so it looks a bit better after it's cleaned out, and then we should be good to go. Then we can start putting in back the 1600 motor. And it's not gonna be a performance car, like I said. So hopefully the new owner enjoy all the effort that I'm gonna. Well, hopefully the new owner values all the work I'm gonna put into it. Get back to work. The first step that we have to do is we have to get the engine mounts mounted. We have to get the engine mounts mounted to that motor. So I do have the engine mount here. I'm going to show it to you now. The nice thing on this mount is it's a upgraded mount. So it's got a full bush in it, or polycar bush. I'm not even sure what you actually call it, but I know it's not the original one, so it is a better one. And then we've got a engine mount here of Delray Racing Development. Beautiful piece, to be honest. It's probably the nicest Mark 1 gearbox mount I've seen. I really love it. If I could have used it on the Jetta, I would have, but yeah, we can't. So I'm gonna get the mountings mounted up. As soon as the mountings are mounted up, we can probably start dropping the motor in. I don't think it's going to be an easy process, but we can drop the motor in so long. I'm not going to do the big mount, this guy, now, because it's normally a headache to get that thing mounted and lined up. So I'm going to mount all the other mounts, and then we're going to lower it in, and as soon as it's lowered in, we can continue. So the 1.6 motor that I need to put into the Golf doesn't have a gearbox on it. So I'm taking the gearbox that came out of the Jetta, because that's a standard AMG gearbox, this boy here. And I'm going to put it on the 1600 motor. So that's basically done. I took the gearbox off. So before I can get the motor, everything bolted up and put back into the Golf, that branch is for it's for a 16 valve motor, and I'm doing an 8 valve motor that I'm putting back into the car. So the problem is the branch does not fit the motor. So I'm gonna get the lead quickly pulled through, and we're gonna cut that branch off. I'm gonna sell that branch. So if by the time this video gets uploaded, it might be sold, it might not. If you are interested, just drop me a comment down below or send me a message on Instagram. and then I will see if I still have it, we can talk and we can get it sold. I am based in Pretoria, so if you have any, or if you want to buy it, probably shipping is going to be on cost, but I post it on Instagram. So for now, like I said, let's get the exhaust cut off and then we can continue. So if you guys ever wondered how to mess up a cable or exhaust hook cut, ask me. I'll do it for you in a proper way. Okay boys, so I went and I took the clutch off because I want to check this crank seal, because this is the second motor I didn't check it, and if I had to run it and it was leaking I would have shit myself, because of the fact that it's leaking oil everywhere. The 16 valve motor behind me is leaking so much oil that when we went to the dyno it actually dripped onto the rollers and it splashed the whole firewall, everything. It splashed with oil. I had to rewash everything when I took the motor out this time, or for the second time, well the first time, but it's the second time the motor has been out. So anyway, I had to wash the engine bay again because of a leaking crank seal. So I'm going to change the crank seal anyway, guys. It looks like it's starting to leak a little bit, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to have to change that. I have to change the tappet cover gasket, or the valve cover gasket, because it's leaking oil here, and then I see a lot of oil run marks on that side, so I'll have to check, but I do believe it's from the tappet cover on top. I'm going to take this intake manifold off to remove all the silicone that I put here. I have to change this feed piece or the carburetor, also because it's leaking. So yeah, but that, this I'll do while the motor's out. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna order a few parts quickly. I'm just going to sit down again. The parts is not gonna be here today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start taking off the intake manifold. I'm gonna take off the carb. So when all the parts get here, we can just basically reassemble. So I'm gonna see if I get time. I'm gonna sand this valve cover down and repaint it. And there's aluminium pieces here, or metal pieces there, so everything is ready when the parts come in, so we can assemble the motor, get the gearbox on it and put it back into the car, get it started up without any oil leaks and maintenance headaches, So let's jump into it. Okay boys, you can see I cleaned up most of the silicone that was sitting around here, and on the front of the head where the intake is supposed to, so I cleaned it up a bit. So I'm gonna have to go get I have to order in a new valve cover gasket. Also I need to clean up the valve cover. I need to clean up this adapter plate, that's a mess. I'm gonna repaint that. I think I'm gonna repaint this also. I'm gonna repaint this thing here. So yeah, it's a mess here next to the motorway. I'm just dumping everything. That's a intake gasket. So it is a mess, but I'll be cleaning it up quite soon. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is, I think we're gonna end the video here. I'm not gonna take you guys through this whole process of cleaning everything up. I'm quickly gonna grab something to eat, and then when that's finished, I'm gonna continue here. So the next video you'll see where I probably assemble everything back together, get the seals in, get the clutch plate back on, get the gearbox on, and then we will be dropping the motor in. I was hoping for this video, but it's gonna be too long, and to be honest, my camera is gonna die. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and then I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Cheers.